Hey, this is Clint from CT Mad Mods, and this morning we're in Homer, Alaska. I got a little surprise for you. Found something on Kodiak Island and got it delivered by the ferry. Let's check it out. Yeah, ever since I got my little Samurai, I've been looking for a one-piece hardtop for it, and as you probably know, you can get them. They're $1,500–1,600 bucks, and then to ship it to Alaska, it's like $1,000. And so I got a little two-piece hardtop for mine, which was kind of the budget option, but I've never really enjoyed it the way that I would if it was a one-piece. So we were on Marketplace a few days ago, and Kevin sent me an ad for a Samurai in Kodiak that's kind of beat up, but it's got a hardtop on it. The guy wanted 500 bucks. Immediately paid him for it. Then I got on the internet and I found out for 200 bucks I could get it shipped from Kodiak to here in Homer. So we made the drive down last night. It's about a 5-hour drive, 230 miles. And we stayed at the Land's End Hotel right here next to where the ferry terminal is. And we're about to pick her up. Let's check this out. Kind of foggy this morning. There's our hotel. This place is nice. Land's End Hotel. Oh my goodness, 500 bucks a night. Look at all the poop. It's pretty cool the way they load you and unload you onto the ferry. Is they have an elevator and it drops you down and gets you in and out of the ferry, so this will be pretty neat. We're just waiting our turn, and they're gonna let us go on there and hook up to the Samurai. It's got a trailer hitch attached to it, so I can tow it out, and then we're gonna tow it over here to a parking lot and throw it on the trailer. a stern talking to.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man.
Go. A little to the left. A little to your left. Good. Come on back. Straighten your wheel. Okay, nice and easy. Get behind you here. Right. Right. Hold it. Straighten your wheel. Nope. There you go. Good. Nice and easy. Come on back. Come on back.
Yeah, I know that sound. So they're hooking up my Samurai. It's got a trailer hitch on it, and we're gonna start dragging it out of here. Yeah, I'll check it.
Okay.
Good deal.
All right. You got an engine you're gonna throw in there?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. We just met Jesse from the AK Tracker Gang. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you again. Appreciate you guys. That's a cool little setup out there. I like that little elevator. That was fun. Let's get this thing loaded on the trailer and get back to the house. All right. Made it over here to the parking lot. About to check out. And I'm gonna load this sucker up onto that trailer. It does not have an engine in it, but I got some rope alongs, come alongs, whatever, and I'll get it pulled up on that trailer. Not a big deal, but look at that hardtop. Needs a little refinish. I like the 90s model wing. Lots of good parts. There's a transmission and transfer case in here. Heck yeah, boy. She rough. We just met a member of our local Suzuki group, the AK Tracker Gang. His name's Jesse. Giving him a shout out for backing me into the spot and getting me hooked up to that Samurai. So in the process of talking to Jesse, we found out he needs a locker in his tracker. And I said, brother, I got you. Swing by American Tire in Anchorage. We have a Spartan locker that I just pulled out of my rig, and we can get you a third member and set it all up. So always doing business. We stayed at the Land's End Hotel last night. Let's go check out the room. Here's our messy room with a view. Check this out. Beautiful. Got a cool little sitting area here where you can have your morning coffee and look out over the bay. All right, we're ready to start loading this sucker up. It's got no engine, so I got some rope alongs. Let's see how this works. All right, if you've never seen a rope along before, it's basically a come along, but it uses a piece of rope. And so I've got it hooked to the Samurai over there on a soft shackle. I've actually got two of these. If this one won't do it, then two will. So hook this sucker up and start ratcheting it up onto the trailer. All right, she's on there. Pretty uneventful. Strap this sucker down and we're on our way back to Anchorage. Rope along. If you've never used one of these before, it's like a come along, but however many feet of rope that you have on hand, you can drag something 100 foot, 500 foot, whatever. They work great, just like a come along. I'm not sponsored by them. They're made in the USA. It's called a rope along. Pretty awesome. She's all loaded up. Got her tied down. Hardtop looks cool. Man, I can't wait to get that on mine. That's not going anywhere. Let's go. Made it back to Anchorage. I'm gonna bring this over to the shop today. Rip that top off, go through it, maybe get the transmission and transfer case out of it. Let's go. Well, came home at lunch and ripped the top off of this thing. Got it in the yard over here, sitting on top of some barrels. I'm gonna sand it and spray paint it. Got a little orbital sander, some sandpaper, some blue tape, some spray paint. You know the deal. Just gonna clean it up. Probably need to buy some of this stuff here and fix what I can. But top's in pretty good condition. Nothing really to be concerned about. I did notice this little guy right here. Little crack, but I got some filler for that, and I probably ought to replace this if I can. Looks like it used to be pink. Something happened there, but what do you think? Should I keep the wing on the back? Speed rated. I'm gonna start sanding on this thing, and I think I'm gonna just spray paint it. It is what it is. Give the cage an overhaul. Well, if you said leave the wing on, you lost. I took it off. Looks like all I gotta fix, I just kind of sanded her down real good, and it's pretty smooth. I'm just gonna spray paint this thing, but I gotta fix that little crack right there and fill these two holes. And they got that little ding right there. Give me some filler, fill them two holes. And then I'm gonna wash this thing. It's got like this carpet underneath. It's headliner stuff, and it's just dirty. I'm gonna get my pressure washer and clean that off. I guess it's glued in there, so wash that real good and let it dry. Paint this sucker black, and then it's going on my Samurai. All right, we unloaded this thing out here in the boneyard. Y'all see me take the top off. I didn't even know Kevin had this. It's pretty cool, little tin top. But we got all kinds of stuff here. Got a couple of sidekicks over there. This is a camper. Our friend Michael Bell put a hitch on that. It's got a diesel heater in it, and he uses it like a camper. It's got a bed in there. Gen 2, two-door. A couple more two-doors. All kinds of junk. And that hut right there is full of Suzuki parts. I'm sure Mama's ready to go, so on to the next one. All right, so I took the wing off and I went ahead and filled them holes with some of this stuff, and it's just sandable fiberglass filler. And I had a crack, a little crack on this side over here, so just filled that up and I'll sand it off later. I'm probably going to sand that tonight and just spray paint it if it's not going to be raining. So might be putting this thing on tonight, get it out of the yard. And for the record, I don't hate this top, it's just not my favorite look. You know how it is whenever you have a vehicle and you want it to look a certain way. Well, I thought I would like this two-piece, and I think I prefer the look of the one-piece. All right, that's all dry. So I got a sander out, put some 150 grit on it, finish up with like some 220 or something. Cool. So that cleaned that right up. Looks good. And this didn't come out horrible. Try not to crack that again. All right, let me get this blown off, and then we're gonna spray paint this sucker right here in the driveway. It ain't gonna rain, it doesn't look like. Tape off them windows and spray her down. All right, I got it all blown off. Used my ARB air compressor, got all the dust off of it. All right, I got the windows all taped off. Just gonna use some Rust-Oleum flat black, and I'm gonna spray this sucker down. First coat, let's go. Getting the first coat on. Coming together. First coat. Let this dry a little bit, then I'll hit her again. Doesn't look horrible. I got a little bit of fisheye right here, but that's gonna be covered in mud soon. I guess I didn't see this thing when I was doing the resin, but that came out pretty good. That's not perfect, but it came out pretty good. So let this dry for a few minutes, then I'll hit her again. Coming right along. Once this dries, it'll be like a matte black or a flat black. I got 2 cans on it right now, so it'll dry out here. All right, last coat. Just did 3 cans. So I'm gonna check it in the morning. And if it looks okay, then I'm gonna take that other one off and slap this new one on. We're gonna let it dry overnight. Of course it'd be raining today. Man, that looks way better. What a perfect day to test out a new top. It's raining, and I've already found a couple of small leaks. I think I just need to seal up the rubber seal that's right above the doors, and maybe just use some black RTV or something. But I really like the way this thing looks. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's way quieter in here with this this liner. Turn my windshield wipers off. But it's super quiet, and I don't have like all the wind noise that I had with the old top. The old top whistled and stuff. It like made some weird noises that I didn't enjoy. So had to silicone all the cracks on the old top too, so it would be airtight, watertight, whatever. I like this thing. I really like the way it looks with that new top on there. So I think the next thing I need to do cosmetically is deal with that rust that's along that rocker panel. But I really like this top. Check this out. Came out pretty awesome. Seems like I've always had this issue, but the seal in my door, even though they're new, it still kind of leaks through my door. So I think what I need to do is get rid of all of this coating, and that would allow the seal to kind of seal up. Paint came out pretty good. Need to get some stickers. Sticker kit. Went together pretty easy. I even retained the little the doggy deck in the back. It's just a piece of plywood. You see me build this, but got a floor mat, piece of plywood, and it just sits on the edge. There's like a lip on that top. I had to cut it down a little bit, but I like the way it looks in here. Probably need to fix these seals. I know eventually that's gonna leak. That ain't gonna be no good. Now that I've finished this thing mechanically, I can start focusing on it cosmetically. There's just a little bit of rust. It's not much in the rocker panels, so I have to fix that. Maybe I'll do a walk around on this thing someday. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the adventure. If you watched my video to the end, I really appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what I did wrong. Anyways, thanks for watching my video.